So there you have it. Frank's first game in Europe ends in disappointment. Chelsea are still to win a game at Stamford Bridge with Liverpool to come on Sunday. It's not looking like we'll be getting a victory against them neither. Really, really disappointed with this display today. We lacked any sort of cohesion, and it was the experienced players who let us down. Once Mason Mount went off and he was replaced by Pedro, that was it really. Pedro was next to useless, one of the worst substitute displays I've ever seen from a Chelsea player. Kept giving the ball away in dangerous areas. When he did go out the pitch, he didn't really do a lot with it. Willian, again, that guy shows good skills at times, but he's got no end product. And if you've got no end product, you're not going to win a game. There's a reason why he scored less than 50 goals for Chelsea in over 5-6 seasons he's been with us now. He's got less than 50 goals and less than 30 assists, I think it is. His stats are awful. You can see why today. He did a bit good chest down to set up a chance, but then he skies the ball over the bar. But the most criminal thing he did was when we had a nice breakaway, he showed no vision to square the ball to Pedro. I'm not saying that Pedro would have scored anyway, the game he was having, but Pedro was open, he should have squared it to him, but yet, again, makes the wrong decision. And another thing, set piece is awful. We missed Mason Mounts for set pieces, and Mason Mount shows you how to take a corner, how to take a dangerous corner. Willian comes in, and none of his corners are threatening. Aspilicueta, again, another awful display by him. Cannot cross a ball. I think he got one cross where Willian brought a good save out of their keeper, and that was it. After that, the other 95% of his crosses didn't beat the first man. He had a freedom off the park on that right hand side, but he doesn't do anything with the ball. Reece James needs to get back to fitness and come into this side, because we cannot keep persevering with Aspilicueta at the moment. His defending isn't what it used to be, and he's never been good as an attacker anyway, and today he was just awful. Jorginho average, Kovacic average, Tamori I thought did okay, Christensen I thought did okay, Zuma was alright until they pressed him, and he can't, obviously not press resistant. His control of the ball isn't that great, but defensively he did alright. Alonso average. Tammy tried his best, but he wasn't really getting the service, to be fair. So that's what I'm saying. When you've got Willian and Pedro both on the pitch, this is the sort of performance you can expect. These two guys need to go. Once the transfer embargo's up, we just need to get some decent wingers into the side. Obviously, Hudson-Odoi is coming back soon. Pulisic is still trying to find his feet in the team. If I was Frank, what I'd have done, I'd have taken off Pedro, even though he was a sub. I'd have subbed the sub and put on Pulisic, because I'm sure that he wouldn't have done any worse than what Pedro did today. But the worst for once was Ross Bakley. He came on as a substitute. If you take that responsibility away from the penalty taker, Jorginho, if you take the ball, you've got to score. I don't know if he was instructed to take that penalty, but in the past, Jorginho has been our penalty taker. He's been a very good penalty taker at that. So what is Barclay doing taking the ball? It's a crucial time in the game, 5 minutes before the end, and it was a penalty. And people know, the commentators said it was a bit harsh, but it was. His hand was out, the ball's hit his hand, so that is a penalty. But come on, Ross, if you've got the ball, you need to score. And he let the side down there. It'll be interesting to see what Frank's thoughts are on that decision. But you can't be doing that. What an idiot. Yeah, very disappointed with that performance. I think although the 3-4-2-1 worked last week. I don't think he should have played that way. We're at the home, and he knew that Valencia were going to come to defend and try and sneak a goal. So I think we should have been more on the offensive today. And so I think Frank got his tactics slightly wrong for this one. So, but he'll learn. It's a learning process for him. He tried to change it when he brought on Giroud as a second striker, but by then I think we were a bit lukewarm, and we just didn't respond to them scoring that goal. It's going to be difficult now because there are some decent teams left in. The Ajax are a good team. I think they won today. I think they were 3-0 up. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at the final score. Lille will probably beat, but we need to go to the Mestalla Stadium, which is quite difficult, and get a result there. Better the result than Valencia today, so a 2-1 or something like that. Hopefully we'll have people like Loftus-Cheek back and Hudson-Odoi, so hopefully we'll have different personnel in that game. But we have to get something out of the Ajax one as well. Ajax are a very good side still. Although they lost 2 of their players, they're still a decent side. So now this puts a lot of pressure on us to qualify out of this group. Otherwise, we'll be back to Thursday night football. I was teasing the Arsenal and Manchester United fans today about playing Thursday night football. This may come back to bite me because if we don't improve on our performances, then that's where we'll be going straight back into the Europa League and Thursday night football, and we don't want that, do we? So come on boys, we need to step up in the next game and try and give a better performance.